If you could train with one martial artist, who would that be?
Okay, sir. I see what's happening. I see what's happening. You're throwing out questions that cannot be answered, but I'm gonna answer them eventually. I'm gonna answer them eventually, sir. All right.
Bienvenidos, mi gente. Welcome back to another episode of Charla con Chávez, the podcast where we highlight our amazing and unstoppable students here at Our Lady of the Lake University, OLLU. And today's guest, let's just say Hollywood better start paying attention. He's a double major in mass communication and film, a martial artist and filmmaker, and a YouTube creator who's bringing the action to every project that he touches. And he's the younger brother of a Charla con Chávez alum, Gilberto Castro. So clearly, talent runs in the family. Please welcome Alan Castro. Alan Castro, hey, your brother was on the show recently.
Of course, yeah.
What do you want to tell your brother, first and foremost?
Well, I want to tell something about my brother is that he is always watched over me. He has watched my back ever since, and he is actually kind of an influential kind of
Nice.
person. He's actually
Nice.
also has a charismatic kind of trait that just makes him understandable, and then maybe get just influences everything.
Yeah.
Even at some moments where we disagree. He just finds a way to just bring us both back together.
Nice.
Even if I have to say sorry first. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just something things like arguments or something like that.
Yeah.
But we always get along in the end.
Nice. Well, I could tell that you two have a dear affection and respect and admiration for each other. So it was really nice having Gilberto on the podcast. I'm very glad to have you, Alan, on the podcast. So thank you for saying yes to Charla con Chávez, man.
Hey, dude, thank you.
You're from
Anytime.
McAllen,
Yeah.
and you have some big dreams. Screenwriter, producer, you want to make movies. Tell me about your dreams.
Oh yes, these are very huge dreams I have. And ever since I kept watching Power Rangers on Netflix or watching Marvel and DC movies,
Yeah.
I always loved the intensity, the action, the fighting, even some of the the funny parts too. It's just it's really really good, and I thought you know what, I want to make something just like these but different and well even more better,
Yeah.
because what I always see is that okay, everything about the movie is good, the effects are good, the acting and the scripts and the lines that the characters have to say are good, but the thing about me is that why I chose to do everything from script writing to screenwriting, producer, director, and actor
Yeah.
is so that way I can make my own movies.
Okay.
So basically start off by creating a script, producing my own movies, and then putting myself in the movie so I can also act in my own movie. So that way it could be
Nice.
for minutes, even if it's episode 1, episode 2, episode 3, I'll just show up no matter what. It won't be just a few seconds. It'll be for the whole episode. Yeah.
Okay.
I can just be myself, just be creative.
Yeah.
And then well, that's how I like to do with my movies, and that's why I have all of these jobs and roles that are careers I wanted to undertake.
Yeah.
So that way I can do
Yeah.
all of them.
Oh, and you're going to be doing all of them. I know that for a fact, Alan. The energy. I met you for the first time at the start, right? The day before or the weekend before you officially started here at Our Lady of the Lake University, and I felt that energy, that passion, and really the commitment. As you, your parents, your mom and dad were having pizza during orientation. I remember
I
that
remember.
conversation fondly. And if you were to receive a call from a legendary producer or director or actor, who would that be, and what would you ask that person, or what would that conversation be with that person?
Well, that's a really, really good one because at first when I was little, I've always wanted to I don't know, just talk to Stan Lee, but then he kind of already passed away, which I really felt bad and all because I mean we and Gilbert we're big fans of Stan Lee, and he always shows up as cameos in every single shows, but but I think there really isn't like a lot to go with. But I do want to actually maybe like talk to the producer of like the Jurassic World movies,
Mm.
because like even seeing like their like past movies like Jurassic Parks 1 to 3, because at first Jurassic Park they just did it with like animatronic dinosaurs, and I'm
Mm.
like, that's cool. I didn't actually know that.
Mm.
But then
Mm.
later on, they had to like, I don't know, like CGI or like AI, or like they had to like do the effects, like make them more realistic. So I
Mm.
would like to ask them, how would you make these animated creatures or dinosaurs or animals like more realistic? This is like
Yeah.
a lot to go with. Like I could just mention also about like Steven Spielberg, like Arthur,
Oh,
and then
okay.
also director of like his
Okay.
own movies, like, even scary movies, which I'm not really a fan with scary movies,
Okay.
and yet like he like is famous for all that. So
Yeah.
I would like also like so my question would be like, how do I like do like the AI thing with the animals
Ooh.
and stuff?
And AI, I bet is disrupting
I
and
mean,
changing, right, a producer's mindset, a director's mindset pretty quickly,
well,
isn't it?
yeah, I mean that's what I think, because I don't know if it's like, okay, like the effects or like the animation.
Yeah.
I think that, is it AI like basically animation? So like okay, like it's more like animation instead of like AI. So I just thought that like, okay, it's cool. But like the action, so like how like the action that like you have to make them do in order to like fit the script.
Mm. Mm. Um, what would the first movie that you will produce? Do you have a title in mind and what that movie might be about?
Yeah, that's actually pretty good that you asked right there. So I want to start off. Well, I do have a title in mind,
Okay.
but I'm not really gonna say the entire title of the movie,
Okay.
but I will give you a story or a hint of the
Oh,
character, the
okay.
main character in
Okay,
that
okay.
story.
All right.
So basically, he will have like autism like me, and then he will basically be like Mexican American, but
Mm.
then his fighting style is boxing. But then of course he's a superhero with
Okay.
no
Nice.
with no secret identities. Actually,
Okay.
as a matter of fact,
Okay.
my problem with secret identities is that like it's like people like want to know more who you are, and then like if one of your family members knows like who your secret identity is as a superhero, then some will be like understanding, and then some will be like, you cannot like do hero things anymore. Like you're basically like a target at this point
Yeah.
for like villains, so they just kind of like just go after him. Like if they know, then they'll just go for his family members too.
Yeah.
But without like a secret identity, it basically everyone will just like him, and then it won't be like criticizing like I don't know, like what was it, like Jonah James from like Spider-Man. He is always like, Spider-Man is a villain and he's a crook, because he doesn't know his
That's a
secret
pretty good
identity.
impersonation.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
acting. Yeah, I've done like
Oh, you do
acting.
acting too.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. All right.
Yeah, because I don't know, Jonah James, he's always like he always hates Spider-Man, because like he's always secretive of his identity,
Yeah.
and he's always like, Spider-Man is a crook,
Yeah.
he's a thief. And it's because he doesn't really trust him that much, and he's like he just wants to like, I don't know, expose him, like I don't know, like expose his identity, but then also wants to expose him like as a villain, because like villains usually tend to wear masks like robbers do, right?
Hmm. And so okay, so you mentioned boxing. You is the boxing inspired by the martial arts which you also do?
Well, I only know a little bit of boxing, but I'm not really like a professional boxer. But I do want to like also mention that like his boxing style is basically going to be Mexican boxing. They're like
Okay.
different. They're not only different types of boxing styles, like
Oh,
infighting and
okay.
then outfighting, but there's also like the style of boxing from like different countries.
Okay.
So like Mexican boxing is usually like much more like aggressive and more action packed, while like American is usually much more like defensive and strategic.
Okay. So is Julio Cesar Chavez the legendary Mexican boxer? Does he have that, or did he have that traditional Mexican boxing approach? Or does Canelo, is he a modern day type of Mexican boxer that you're referring to?
Well, I'm actually like referring to like almost all Mexican
Okay.
boxers, basically like from old and new, from the past and then from the present. So like mm, basically like they all have like the spirit and the courage to like just like go forward and just like fight, just like
Hmm.
bring like like the intensity like already like to their opponents, because Mexican boxers, like they always say that like we are warriors and that we will give out like the best fights ever.
And there's there's some good fights,
Yeah,
boxing matches that I've watched.
yeah, there was actually one that I saw like on Netflix with the Tyson versus Paul fight.
Okay.
And basically there was like two Mexican boxers and they were like going at it like big time. Yeah, one of them was a champion and the other one was like a challenger, and it ended up in a draw because like they were like going at it and they were just like giving it like their all.
Yeah. So you train pretty diligently inside the classroom, right? Through your curricular activities. You shared with me the aspiration of being a movie producer, a director. You also do acting, but you train diligently and you're focused on your martial arts. Tell me about that part of your practice, your life, and what it means to you.
So the practice of martial arts, what it means to me is to like at first I always thought like I wanted to be like the best. Like I always wanted to like be like number one.
Hmm.
But then later on I found out that martial arts is just to improve yourself. It's to like defend yourself and being able to like show like the world like that you belong in the world of martial arts,
Hmm.
but also to show the world that you have what it takes. But I do mainly a lot of wrestling and jujitsu because sometimes I always feel like every time like I try to like punch or kick like it just feels like I'm not bringing in like a lot of power or strength into it,
Okay.
or I'm just not fast when it comes to striking. So basically I
Okay.
do a lot of like wrestling and jujitsu all the time
Okay.
because I learn quickly. I'm faster when it comes to
Uh,
like grappling and like trying to like do some takedowns
okay.
because for some reason it just fits me well, and I've always taken a lot of like I don't know like martial arts quizzes, and I always
Mm.
try to see like which one does suits me best.
Okay.
And so far it kept giving me wrestling and jiu-jitsu because I am bigger, I am stronger.
Yeah.
But then of course it's also perfect for people with autism, so I'm like, okay, then I might as well do that.
Okay. Okay. And at what age did you start wrestling and or jujitsu?
First off, I want to make things like a little clear about like so let's go let's go like all the way back since like childhood.
Okay.
I've always seen like a lot of like wrestling matches. I've always seen like WWE,
Okay.
and I've always been fascinated by like wrestling and like everything that like they do is just like really really cool.
Okay.
So basically, I have started like when I was like younger, but I really never got into like any martial arts school because like it'd be a lot of money and we were like busy on school.
Mm-hmm.
But I've always like just like always like copied the moves like every like wrestlers would always do.
Mm.
So and then now we're gonna skip forward a little bit, and then we're gonna say that I started doing this on 2023
Mm.
when I first joined the wrestling summer camp with Coach Javier at NSJA North or something. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it actually was pretty good, and like every time we like wrestle or like spar, I'd always like beat everyone. Like I always thought that like you know what, like wrestling is like really suits me well because like I always like do like the takedowns really fast. I
Mm.
learn quickly like in
Mm.
every situations, and I always seem to like okay like just like understand like the basics and then
Mm.
like how hard it is. But then like no matter, and then I'm always like no matter how hard it is, like I could just keep going and then just
Mm.
like by enjoying it
Mm-hmm.
because that's basically what I like about wrestling.
Mm.
That's why I love wrestling. And then I started doing jujitsu on the summer of 2024, which is last year.
Mm.
I would say like it's like what like 7 or 8 months ago,
Mm-hmm.
like in the summer. So I started learning like jujitsu, and because I thought that
Mm.
like you know what, like if I combine wrestling and jujitsu, I would dominate the ground really well. Not
Okay.
only with like being
Okay.
able to take my opponents down to the ground with a lot of like takedown techniques, but also being able to like also being able to win on the ground and like make them tap out or something
Huh.
like that.
Huh. Huh. And so your brother is a sparring partner for you.
Yeah.
What's the thing? I'm already laughing. I don't even know your answer, but what's the one funny thing that he does every time?
I know Gilbert's gonna be listening to this, and I know he can hear me. Look, I just know he understands. He's my brother, so of course he's gonna know everything. So,
Okay.
what I wanted to say is that the one thing that my brother always does, he avoids the ground.
He avoids the ground.
No, he always avoids the ground. Like no matter if I do like a single leg or a double leg, he like just like avoids it. And then like every time I try to close in a distance, it never goes well.
Okay.
So like basically when I try to like I don't know like clinch, he would like counter clinch and then just like I like just move away or just like strike me like I don't know like be like I don't know like like the one of like Ippo
Okay.
he'd be like Ippo like going in like Mike Tyson and just like bam 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 like throwing hooks inside. Yeah.
It sounds that you make him better, that he makes you better.
Right.
There's a really good friendship there. I could tell. Now,
Yeah. Well, we also try to also be careful with each other.
yeah,
Yeah, so that way like it doesn't like end badly for the both of us.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I could tell that y'all really care for each other. All right, so I just have to ask you. Tell me about your Lego stop motion episodes.
All right. Yeah, now we're getting into that part. Okay. So, my Lego stop motion videos that I am currently doing right now is that I'm starting off like I started off with a trailer called Brawl Stars Tournament of
Huh.
Gods.
Okay.
So, basically, and you already may be wondering, what the heck is that supposed to mean?
Yep.
Well,
Yep. I'm wondering.
yeah, I'm gonna tell you what it means.
Okay.
It's basically like me and my brother are in the story, and we chose to like to be on a team. And there are different teams out there,
Hmm.
but then there are like different like gods and goddesses from like Greek mythology. There's Zeus, there's Hades, there's Poseidon, and there's also one that's also gonna come out like in episode 4 as soon as I get episode 3 done.
Hmm.
I did leave out promos, so just make sure to go check out the promos on my YouTube channel. If my brother already told you about it, if not, then I'll say it again. It is called Dear Boy, all lowercase, but like the BOI and the I at the end of boy, and it has a black Converse shoe. So if you haven't checked out the promo, you'll definitely see that the one with the orange hoodie and the red sword. That right there, I'm gonna give you a hint. His name starts with the letter A. If you can figure that out, congratulations. You just won. You just got yourself a free membership. No, just kidding, just kidding. So what it's about is that like the gods are like putting like all of us like as like I don't know like humans like in the game, like basically it's like the Hunger Games, but like we're basically like in a team and we have to like fight for like survival, and we have to work together to
Okay.
to win and to
Okay.
like beat the entire game. So basically I took inspiration from like a lot of battle royale stuff
Hmm.
like Fortnite, and then like Hunger Games, and even
Hmm.
like the video game Brawl Stars, and I just combined them all together. And then Greek mythology like God of War,
Hmm.
Kratos and stuff.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
I just mixed them all together to create my own show, Tournament of Gods.
Hmm.
So currently my first episode was like, okay, getting to know ourselves, getting to know like the like who are we working with. And then like the second part is basically like we have to face like the monsters like the Minotaur, the Theseus slayed, and then
Hmm.
Medusa, the one that Perseus defeated. And then episode 3, it'll just go on with me like just like seeing like, okay, like what can we find, what can we salvage so we can like not starve.
Hmm. Man, that's some really cool creativity. Couple questions, Alan. How many episodes do you anticipate creating? And then the next question is, how long does it take you to conceive, design, plan, and then create an episode?
So the process is that I have to start off with a script, because
Okay.
if I don't have a script, then I don't know what my characters are gonna do.
Yeah.
Basically, it'd be like an actor saying, sir, excuse me, what are we supposed to do here?" Yeah, so that's
Mm,
basically I have to like make a script for like the characters to know like what am I gonna do with the
mm-hmm,
characters? Like what
mm,
are they gonna punch? Are they gonna kick? Are they gonna throw
mm-hmm,
fireballs? Are they gonna
mm-hmm.
like bring out the weapons? Are they gonna dialogue or something? And then I also have to do like the lighting and then the environment, so that way
Okay.
they can know exactly, okay, like this is the lighting and this is the environment. So
Mm-hmm.
take it like treating Legos as like your real life actors, like your real life film crew. So basically you're telling your actors to like do this, you're telling them to do that, but you're also trying to make sure that you have everything planned out with a script, or else you'll just get extremely lost, and
Okay.
then like you'll soon forget like what you're planning to do next, and then you have to make something up along the way in order for like the show to continue. And I always say the show must go on, but how is the show gonna go on if I don't know what the heck am I doing?
Mm.
Yeah, it's
Hmm.
crazy. And then I have to like move it to pieces like little by little, and then like take a picture. So like it's like move like the finger. Like okay, so you just like take picture, then move, and then picture, and then
Hmm.
move,
Okay.
picture. Yeah. So basically, it's not easy.
Yeah.
Let me tell you that. Let
Yeah.
me tell you that.
It does not
It's not
sound easy.
easy. Yeah, exactly. So and then I also what I do last, I also like export it to KindMaster,
Okay.
and then I use KindMaster to help me out with the sound effects and then the
Uh,
music and then like the
Interesting.
lighting and basically almost anything, even like subtitles too.
Okay. And how has your first semester here at Our Lady of the Lake University helped you in thinking about the episodes and your next episode and overall just your creative process?
I think what has helped with my creative process is being able to understand like more of the camera angles, because
Uh,
I know there are camera angles like a close-up shot and a
yeah.
long shot and mid shot, cowboy shot, Dutch angle. It's basically trying to help me understand, okay, like maybe like I need to have a better background, maybe like a green screen
Okay.
instead of just using like folders for
Okay.
like as a background, and like maybe like maybe get like yourself like a better camera angle, or maybe just like make sure it's not blurry, so that way they can like see really well and maybe like make it more realistic, because I always seen like different stop motion videos, like they always like manage to like bring like their cameras closer without it like blurring and stuff, and then like being able to like I don't know, like make their characters fly without like
Hmm.
using your fingers, without like showing it like on the screen.
Hmm.
So then I think it's just a matter of like being able to help me understand like more about like the like film creating aspect, like maybe starting off with like a script, basically like news production. You know, take like news production for example, and news production, what it usually like teaches me about the most is being able to like okay, like must have like a script. So basically like a broadcast is the script, but like you're just putting it like in all together like on this website that we use to like put like the entire broadcast like about like hey, like we're gonna talk about this, and then the person of the news is telling you about like the entire event, and then
Hmm.
it just goes on from there.
Hmm.
So it's like okay, like having a script, but then also preparing yourself ahead of time.
Hmm.
So it's
Hmm.
like about like you need to like get to like what date is gonna be published, or else
Hmm.
like if you don't meet the requirements for that date, then it's just gonna be like okay, like that was all a lie.
Hmm. Hmm. I got a lightning round for you real quick.
Lightning round.
Yes,
That's
yes.
crazy.
All right. So without thinking too much, all right, just quick answers. What's your absolutely all-time favorite action movie?
Ooh,
Only one, brother.
favorite all-time action movie. Well, you actually got me there, but like there are a lot of movies that I do like, but since I can only choose one, then I guess I might as well just say it has to be the Avengers Endgame.
Okay. All
Like
right.
like everything, like from like being funny, and then like the action, like it was definitely it was like more like a comeback story for like some heroes who have been lost like during like the Infinity Wars, and then in the end like I'm not gonna spoil everything. I'm not gonna like spoil for those who have not seen Marvel just yet, but I will say that it is cool, like cool, as in
Nice.
like like mind blowing, like yeah, like that.
Nice. Okay, so a must see.
Yeah,
All right.
definitely I
All right.
recommend it. Actually, it's
All right.
recommended.
If you could train with one martial artist, who would that be?
Okay, okay, sir. I see what's happening. I see what's happening. You're throwing out questions that they cannot be answered, but I'm gonna answer them eventually. I'm gonna answer them eventually, sir. All right.
All right. So
So basically, it's just like there's like a lot of martial artists, and then there's like some that like maybe I would like to like maybe like train with way more than others. Basically, there are like famous like people like Donnie Yen, like Jackie Chan, but then like and then I'm like, like are they really actually that legit as I usually see them on TV?
hmm,
But then there are some that like you know what, maybe I want to like try to like maybe get my hands on like maybe like karate training, maybe like Lyoto Machida. At first I was like, you know what, I want to like maybe learn like from Lyoto Machida, who made like traditional Shotokan karate like effective in MMA. So I'm
hmm.
like, man, like this guy's legit. You know what, I wish I could learn that.
Yep. Yep. All right. I have two last questions for you.
All right, make him count.
All right. The first one is you have a super creative mind. And I know you're going to be a director or producer.
Yeah.
But what is it that you want to be when you grow up?
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, sir. Mr. Sir, okay, whatever. All right, so what do I want to be when I want to grow up? It's basically like all the careers that I told you about earlier,
Nice,
like about
nice.
like the actor and then like producer, director, script and screenwriter.
Yep.
But also I want to be able to be like maybe like a famous like pro wrestler or something. Maybe like a famous martial artist and like actor and just being like, I don't know, like in the world of pro wrestling.
All right. Last question. What type of ancestor do you want to be? What is it that you would like for people to say about you? Oh, Alan Castro was?
The Alan Castro, I was like a great father figure.
Perfect.
And wanting to like show like my family that like anything is possible, but always put God in your heart. Always put God first. And that's what I wanted to be. I just wanted to be like a father figure, and then telling them to always put God first.
I love that. I love that. Amen. Amen.
Yeah.
Alan, I got something for you.
Uh-huh.
I got some official Charla con Chávez merch for you.
I got free merch.
A hat, a Charla con Chávez hat, and of course, the official Charla con Chávez t-shirt, man.
Oh, wow.
Wear it with pride. And if you drink tea, coffee, or water, that mug right there is also for you. The Charla con Chávez official Charla con Chávez mug.
Oh, that's why it was there. I thought it was just for the show, the decoration.
It is yours.
Oh, wow.
It is yours.
Oh, jeez. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, my bad. I didn't know it was water. I've been tricked. Well, somebody's gonna need a cleaning crew for this. Oh, well, okay. I guess I might as well just take it with me. Maybe I'll just give it to the plants or just drink it right now. I don't know.
It's all yours.
I see what you're thinking, people. You're thinking that, oh my God, Alan, you made such a big mess. What an absolute fool. Well, actually, this fool can actually put on a good show. Let me tell you that. And that's definitely what every show must be. There must be some mess ups and mishaps and whatsoever.
Alan, I thank you. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode of Charla con Chávez.
All right, thank you.
Folks, this is it for Charla con Chávez. If you like this episode, make sure you give us a like, make sure you subscribe to the podcast, and share with absolutely every one of your friends, with family, and spread the stories like Alan Castro stories far and wide. Thank you for joining me on this episode of Charla con Chávez. Te veo para la próxima.
And subscribe to my channel.